to go huge there. AZ, Kiabi, and Tensky, we need to see a big fall to him as well. Let's get into it. We can see it's going to be more of a actual utility play here. We can see only 2 sets of armor purchased for them. We're actually looking over, they've got Tech 9s and HEs on MSL and AZ. Let's see what they go for here. I'm heading towards B, but it looks like it's maybe the drop down split towards A, as the bomb is towards middle right now. Big grenades coming in. Those grenades paying dividends as Tensky picks up a double kill, taking down Happy and NBK. What a fantastic start.
That's so huge. That is so huge that they take down the stack that quickly. And like you said, they wanted to split to A, but KennyS and Apex catch them off in the process. Kirby still went for the boost over, just that with that first man to take the peek, and they nailed it.
Yeah, that shows Dignitas may have done the homework on this map. That's a perfect play for them. Look at that there. The airstrike comes into drop down, takes down 2 players. A split working out perfectly for them, and they pick up a much needed pistol round going into this one. Of course, Envyus will be forced buying into this one. The analyst pointed out they're going to rely heavy on the KennyS AWP. That's not going to happen now in the first gun round unless they do somehow win this round. 4 rifles coming up for Dignitas. Looks like they're going to be focusing towards middle, but the B stack coming in for Envyus here. For all 5 players committed towards that bomb site. As long as Dignitas keep at the current pace they got right now, they should be absolutely fine getting the bomb down here. And you would assume Envyus probably have to go for the full save, considering their investment here.
Yeah, no reason not to. Just sit back, keep the guns up, give themselves more utility again on that 4th round when it does arrive. Yeah, like you said, they've already committed away from Kenny getting onto the AWP. He may go on the hunt as a result of that, but the rest of them have already backed off, and they're going to do exactly as you suggested. In fact, it'll be this round should end with all 10 up, because there's no reason for the T's to hunt either and lose their weapons.
For any new viewers right now who might be wondering what is going on, why is no one even battling them? So they've taken the educated risk, I would say, to take on buying up the second round. They've got Desert Eagles, 5.7s and CZs, obviously weapons we know they can be very strong with. They went for the full stack towards B. Once they know the bomb's going on A, they've got no kits, they've got no real utility to work with. So they've taken that decision to save those weapons and actually use them in the next round. And hopefully their decision to go wherever they may stack or whether they'll push up middle or something like that, they can actually find where Dignitas are. Obviously Dignitas making the perfect call there. No frags exchange in the entire round. A very rare feat for some in Counter-Strike, but there we go. We've seen it here. And that's 2-0 in favour of Dignitas. Really nice play from them so far. 2 great rounds for them. Opening pistol, very impressive indeed. It obviously shows they've got something in the old strat book come forward. So here we go then. We go into round number 3. Obviously, Envyus do have those upgraded pistols and armour. They have invested in a flashbang and HE grenades. What are they going to do this round? Looks like they won't be stacking fully towards B this time. Apex will be staying towards A. Potentially just to kind of get that early call off in case Dignitas decide to do the same thing once again.
Grenade out! Grenade!
If these guns can pay off. Second time there, again, having, like you said, a bit of a stack toward this B site. The only one not here is Apex. He's just looking out toward middle right now, but surely going to make the call once these flashes come in on drop that he's got to at least support that connecting position. So if they go even if it is going to be another A split, he can at least shut down the second prong of the approach. Instead, it's going to be on B eventually. He will rotate and complete. It'll be all 5 players now for Envyus on the site. This could pay out all right if they can find 1 kill in the way through, but MSL we'll see the guns come up, like you say, but again, that investment, they won't be able to have a whole lot into this, really.
Well, this is the thing. So another nice round from Dignitas there. Slowing things down, getting into the B bomb site, using MSL, the MP7, just to get a clear out drop down for them as they pincer the bomb site there. As you just mentioned, they won't have a fantastic buy at Envyus Saturdays, so they're going to have 1 Thanos and MBK, 1 kit as well. He's going to be on carrying that one. They have got a decent amount of utilities, so that's what they banked on here. Obviously, no helmets in AK-47s, they are redundant, so looks like a fast play coming from Dignitas. I thought they'd not keep it nice and fast, simple, and here they go, into the B bomb site.
He's gone quick as well through that smoke, so they're definitely manning up. They want to take the fight quick to Envyus on the site. They've got to push back. 2 players over in front of drop, making a 3rd. MBK is going to come out to help join his 2 teammates, and Happy, with his help, will be able to get the first 2 kills now as he gets Kiyoshima to help him out with Tensky on the second. That limits Dignitas. They're stuck on this platform, and it's just an absolute slaughter. No kills going the way of Dignitas so far. Decent damage on 3 players, but hopefully doesn't.
He gets taken down there. Really nice economically. That round was very expensive for Envyus. I feel like that's a bit sloppy from them as well. They didn't really have to face that at all. It's a 5-on-1 situation. Giving them the opportunity to even get those kills is pretty horrendous, considering there's no chance of implanting the bomb whatsoever, and the money wasn't great for the CTs, but picking up some AKs, they do stabilise it a little bit. But this is going to be a dangerous round for them still. Dignitas will be buying up once more with the full AKs here. Had some very clean rounds in the first 3, so obviously the money is going to be absolutely fine for them. 3-1 now. Envyus, though, still in a fragile position. Need to win this one to keep themselves in a healthy position.
Just to go back as well about AZ being in that clutch situation, he's a high-skilled player. For people who don't follow the Tier 2 scene as much, anyone who knows the TSM team, there was a rumor he was going to be on that roster for a while, so he could be someone to watch for them in this game. Happy, meanwhile, he's going to watch out toward long. Interesting position for him to peek through the legs of the statue. A little bit unorthodox, not somewhere you would pre-aim when you enter as a T player, so that does catch Tensky off guard. Doesn't end up getting the kill, but Tensky's left to 8 HP, and there's no return on Happy at all, so really good early damage for him to work with again, and this round's going to mean a lot. Whoever loses this one's going back to pistols.
You'd be absolutely right there. So Dignitas still just working out what the CTs are presenting to them right now, still no enemy deal. This is going to be that famous towards danger right now as well. KRB making his way towards middle, actually gets through the doors as well. Be waiting for him there. There's a fantastic shot from KRB to open things up now. KennyS has got his work cut out. He is the only player right now towards the A bomb side. You said that though, Happy is rotating. And this is actually a perfect play from Dig. They've got that first pick towards A, peeling apart the CTs and making their way back to the B bomb side. That's where the bomb's going to be as well. Looks like they've got positional control and drop down as well, you know, as well. So this is fantastic for them. Great opportunity to get into this site.
Okay, though, playing from Rock, it's such a hard angle to try and take down. You pretty much got to push out and go for the trade, and it's going to be Kiyoshima to take down AZ. That was the intended trade player. Kirby gets back into him, but now the problem is that there's only 2 players left. They know exactly where they are on Dignitas' side. They've got 16 seconds to go in, and a combined HP that now equals 12. It was slightly better, but MBK's taking a response from Team Envy.
Kind of disappointing from Dignitas that round. After getting that first pick and the positional controller drop down as well, it's kind of showing the new days for this team. It wasn't really technical enough, that execution. You saw no real pressure. Kiyoshima not really flashed. The Molotovs coming in, there's no real grenades. It's just kind of simple frags for him really there. And now that's going to fit the second round of Envyus. And you mentioned before, never lost that was going on to the pistols. This time it's going to be Dignitas. It's going to be on PT50s. MSL will be on the Tech 9. Because he's got a couple of flashbangs as well. I'd assume they're just going to try and flash out to the B. And the best they can probably hope for in this situation is getting the bomb down. As I say that, they do get smoked off, so that's going to slow play down as the CTs have got 3 players towards B. KennyS pushing towards the end of long A there, probably trying to get some information. Let's see what Dignitas can do to get through this smoke.
One of the things I want to keep an eye on is we're seeing a lot of pressure applied to B right now from Dignitas. And I know this is an eco, okay, that's fine. But maybe on one of these ecos, if this continues and they continue to be shut down, they need to start investigating on A. And it might be an opportunity when they are in a safe situation where they can just go evaluate what the setup is. Kenny's gone for a really quick flank here, though, as the anti-eco looking fairly successful, but I say that, and Kiyoshima just now brings it back as the low HP was there, so Kenny comes around and it couldn't be a better time. Bomb gets planted, so it'll add more money to Team Dignitas, but in the end the round will go to Envy. That was a much better entrance.
Best case scenario, probably getting the bomb. Enough now, they've gone for the double orb setup, so Happy's going to be getting on, and KennyS as well. You'd assume KennyS will go towards long A, and then Happy towards the back of B as well. It's normally quite a sensible setup here. 2 turrets near the bomb side. It means you can actually afford to lose some CTs towards A once KennyS gets some vital information that you'll see him doing right now.
I was going to even go for the full peek out toward the statue as well at it, because he had a really good spawn for it. He actually had the most forward A spawn that you could have. So if there was ever a time to do it, that was it. Instead, like you say, he'll just sit back, hold the angle, not take the risk, and there you go. Happy on B, like you said, finds Tensky coming onto the platform. And this is where Dignitas need to slow it down. They've got 2 players over toward A this time to look for that information, but the one time they're there is the one time so is KennyS op, and that's, you got to be pretty damn careful walking into a site with he's got that weapon up.
The problem for Dignitas has been on this B bomb side is they haven't really got the execution to actually isolate some of the key areas of the map. And when they go into the site, you can see them getting to towards drop down. They've got that once again, but they don't seem to have the executed plays to actually get out into that bomb site. Once again, MSL is in that area, but you can just see this passive play from Apex. They know exactly what's going on.
And there's no one to help him right now. He goes into drop, but there's no one coming out plateau. There's no one to come in behind him, so he's pretty much a solo player right now. MSL is on his own. He basically just has to sit. Fortunately, they're playing it quite passively, so he'll have time to survive in that position. He could sell them here. He could actually just be the one man to make this whole play work because he's in a position to cut off the rotations. The rest of them are grouping over on A. 2 players to contend with there. If he can win this duel, MSL against NBK, then he actually gives his team a really good chance. He's smart. He sits way back. And now Kenny talked about that op on the A side. He's able to pick up AZ already. He'll switch his position early on to get to balcony. That'll allow him once again a passive approach. Doesn't need to overcommit, and it does bring NBK in a much closer position with that right.
Back to the platform. He kind of died, and then this mean that the A push became redundant, and no one was going to rotate at that point. So it's a disappointing round there for Dignitas. We can have a look at the money right now. They still have gone for the quasi-buy here. AZ is actually fully invested into this round. Strange decision for them, leaving AZ on $0. The rest of the guys have done the quasi-buy here with PT50s and Tech 9s. They're going to be committing all the way towards the B bomb side as well. Smoked out for now. I'm not really sure what they're hoping to do with this one. Kiyoshima makes his way onto plateau, a position we pointed out as being key here.
This is a good place to play it on top of that box, but his teammate's flash just barely gives him enough vision to kick down 3, and he actually gets them all. You would have thought surely he would have been traded in a situation. Much to work with, but they're walking out and basically just getting picked off one by one in most situations. That was a little more aggressive, but the last 3 rounds before that, we saw the boost at statue. We saw twice they set back toward the chicken coop, so it's definitely been a problem. This double up setup, this time they're going to have Happy boosted up at drop. All 5 players right now from Dignitas looking at max round bonus means they could buy in again, obviously, in the bomb plant 2 rounds ago, plus the slighter force, I guess you could say, last round gives them a good position to be in, but now they've got utilities. This time they actually make it over the wall, so they're getting forward slightly here, and the bomb's dropped already. The Kirby on the side, 19 HP, but he's actually lurking in the shadows of this smoke. There's a real chance for him to pop out at the right time. Not anymore. Kiyoshima, they're going to shake hands as he flashes into it. Brilliantly done. Tensky gets the trade, and that will allow for the bomb plant in the hands of AZ. A 3-on-3 post-plant situation, and Happy's going to go down to AZ yet again, so he's looking very strong. But watch for NBK line it up, and Tensky, he doesn't even need to leave the ground where he planted it. He's just got to sit back in that chicken coop. It's left to AZ. He pops out. It's at the rock. Kenny's got the advantage here in terms of position, but that's
Dignitas actually looking a lot stronger that time. AZ's having an incredible game. Seems like he's fragging every single round there, and those kills he got in the previous round actually allowed him to get the AK this time. So a change of pace here for Envyus. Actually sending 3 players towards A. This could be perfect for him as well, considering
this is the one time
now. Yeah.
Yep.
Tensky kind of trying to cause a distraction towards the B site. Not to do too much.
This is the interesting thing. They're going to go straight through middle, which means it'll be almost a retake unorthodoxly from wrong. Like they're going to come in and pinch them inside this site, and they need to read this because there's no one on A, but they haven't evaluated A at all, so they don't even know. First off, where they're playing the 2 when they're there, but that there's 3. Good read by Pimp to stay.
It'll be interesting to see how they actually approach this one. Pretty nice play from them, obviously not having enough to just finish that round off there. The bomb just ticking away from them there. They will be actually saving. That's actually quite disciplined from them. It's not something I expected.
That's big as well that bomb detonates because they just reset a lost round bonus. So this allows them to buy it. I mean, that could have been a free kick for Envyus to just start the momentum again. So now, as you say, they're going the safe route. They're not being overly aggressive here, and it gives Dignitas a real chance to put a 6th round on the board. T-side. I would like to see them get around 7 or 8 if they want to even give themselves a chance against Envy on this map. Let's be real.
This is the problem. Envyus on T side.
It's incredible.
Emphatic. Like this would be so hard to hold them out. This is going to be the much harder affair for them. Here we go. The man number 11. Here's a 4-on-4 situation. You see Dignitas, the bomb towards A, isolated by himself right now, just playing very passively. And no AWP this time. Pimp lost that last round, so they're going to have 4 rifles going into this. 3 smokes as well. I'd be surprised we saw another set piece coming out from them. That 1-on-2B was actually very impressive. The fact they got out so much before any frags were actually exchanged here. 2 pistols for MBK and Kiyoshima, so difficult times for them. Kiyoshima not going to be able to have full control of this plateau area. Tensky's waiting for him as well, does spot him. Information gathered for Kiyoshima can't be justified challenging right now.
Hold from the window, we see that angle so commonly, so they look to each other. A Pimp actually comes out worse for wear, down to 54 HP, and that's before they're even out on the other side of the archway at drop. That's where NBK is going to use the deagle, make it 2 so, as he takes down Pimp as well. Headshot through the wall, and suddenly things look really good for him. Tensky comes out prematurely looking to that corner, thought that there would be someone there. Kiyoshima gets an easy shot with the P250, and they're swarming.
They're absolutely nowhere. They get touched right at the drop down, MBK punishes them and resets their money down. They're going to be on Tech 9's armor, and how much will they be investing into this? It's actually a full force by going into this. The problem is, they haven't really got much utility to play with, so you're going to have to expect something very fast, try and catch the CTs by surprise. They have 1 smoke and 2 flashbangs, so it looks like they're just going to try flash over the wall, maybe smoke towards drop down and just get out and see what they can do. If they can find that first entry kill, there's definitely a chance of getting the bomb down here.
It's just coming over, but it's a passive hold from Kyo, so he's not going to get caught by any of those. It's actually NBK that gets the kill. And happy to contribute. Kyo's not found anything, despite that he was the closest to the action. Now he finally will get what is rightfully his again, though. It's easy that's getting
about 2k average across the board, so you can't really imagine much more than P250s. See, AZ has a flashbang. This is pretty much a throwaway round at this point. KennyS going to be maybe a little bit more aggressive here. Has got someone backing him out. It's going to be Apex, so maybe he will go for that initial peak, but Dignitas focusing heavily towards mid. Getting pretty fast as well. It's like
Apex this time and just cuts them apart before they can even get out the other side of middle. One member has, it's MSL, but blindedly trying to evade Happy, it's not going to work out either. And this is, yeah, I mean, without the pistol, where would Dignitas be right now?
As well. Not going to be able to justify that this round. We go to number 14 now. 5 rifles on the board. They have got some smoke grenades, but no Molotovs here. Can be very key for flushing out some CTs, especially in that plateau area as well. That's where KennyS is known to be so deadly. It looks like that faster beef setup coming in right now. Tensky, to be fair, hasn't had too much impact up there. He's got 4 kills right now. What can they do with this one?
Grenade out.
Interesting little boost to try and get them above that smoke. They're going to nade into this arch too, just making sure that no one has pushed through that smoke. They know that Dignitas has been very aggressive on that plateau position. For better or for worse is up for debate, but this time being a lot more conservative. The problem is too conservative, and they're putting all eggs in one basket, and they're going to get 2 flanked because they know they've had so much free space. Envyus are just taking the map that they've been given. They've had it round after round. There's no aggression on it.
They're going to push into certain positions. They're going to take peeks. Even if it's just going towards the bottom and middle and looking towards the top and mid there. If you see no T players there whatsoever, you kind of that's indicative that you can actually push behind. You saw them both do it there, completely sandwich the T side there, and they don't really have any opportunity to do anything. So we're going to round number 15. Looks like Envyus definitely have the advantage in this one. It's going to be 4 pistols, 4 Dignitas, Pimp, the only player with a rifle. He's currently sat on 2 for 11 as well. Very quiet game considering he's one of the star players for Dignitas. This one.
Well, we say he's the guy that's been going to the offensive late, but we haven't even seen time to get that out because of the money situation. He's been on that position where he's still a very good player. He's normally, in fact, arguably better in that position, so you would expect more than that out of him. Very low HP. Not really committing as of yet to a bomb site. KennyS takes out Kiabi there. Makes it to a 5-on-4 situation. Looks like Dignitas maybe a little bit lost here. Once again, MSL gets into that drop down room, but Envyus with this very passive setup, not really allowing him to do much of it at all. He's using their smoke grenades to isolate him in there. Not really gaining too much from this at all. The bomb does make its way back around towards A. And once again, we see the same sort of play. MSL needs to stay alive long enough for the A distraction to come in to allow him to get these rotation kills. Pulled 3.5, I guess, if you want to call Apex that right now in this position over toward that B site, but that half is going to get 1 kill, and that means Happy can just take down AZ after the trade happens. Pop flash out for Kenny, but he hears them coming too quickly. He'll fall back. He knows he's the last line of defense until the rotations arrive.
CT side, you can see they have purchased a 5-7 on MSL. 3 players, could be AZ, KRB and Pimp on the armor, and Tensky with the incendiary. You would assume he's going to go towards drop down and top of that and see what he can do there. So here we go then, entering round number 16, it's a pistol round in the second half.
It will be a bit of a split play toward drop as they try and pinch on the site. Big damage already done to AZ. He's down to 2 HP, so Tensky has to get the utilities ready. He was looking to put the smoke out toward the plateau. Instead, it's Kirby who tries to come in. AZ, meanwhile, found MBK. That's 1 player splitting down already, but MSL's going to have to come up huge inside the windowsill. It's traded. Happy gets him, which forces him to turn back. And
then all the kills go towards Happy as he split the bomb side there. And pretty simple there. The officer Envyus there. We can see no force spike coming in from Dignitas. Just upgrade some pistol heads, no armor. Just going to use Desert Eagles and CZ here, so they will keep some money in the account. It's about average of $1,000 after that buy. But then Envyus have got the scouts and MBK, 2 Mac 10s as well, and actually an MP7 and Apex. You'd assume they're going to go towards the A part of the site, keep it nice and close range. You don't want to go towards B and try and use the plateau area when you have that many SMGs in hand, especially with the scout as well. Let's see what MBK is going to be working towards. He's with mid. All the other 2 guys do go towards that long area.
Flash goes down. Tensky manages to avoid it. Turns back, gets the shot as well. And did the gun fall down onto his hands? I'm not sure it did. He may have to jump up to try and grab it. He still could, but at 16 HP, it's not necessarily worth the risk in that point in time. That's going to discourage any play over toward B as well. They'll take the bomb back over to the A position, trying to get up to A right now. 2 toward bottom mid as well. MSL will be the one to deal with them with the Deagle. We see him in this corner. Flash doesn't fully catch them, but he knows they're coming. Tries to go for the peek aggressively, and KennyS manages to avoid the bullets and put the AK to use.
You hold the connector area there. So nice clean run there for Envyus. Only dropped 1 kill, and you can see that's actually going to force Dignitas onto another pretty much full Eco here. They have got some P250s on the board. AZ has a flashbang, but I'm going to be stepping towards B. This will be one player towards. It's going to be Pimp this time. Had a very quiet game, so I'm not really sure what he can make of this. He's got Apex and KennyS heading his way now.
Again, this time it's going to be greeted by 2, not just one, maybe 3. They're going to put that much attention. Nice shot, in fact, on AZ. And now they'll bring over everyone. It's just Happy versus Dignitas right now. And he's more than happy to take that fight. He'll get another headshot.
Glass Cannon here has got one smoke grenade to play with. Still sat on that Super 15. If he needs to step up, it's going to have to be right now because his team need him to do something here. Their first pick would be fantastic. Apex sticking with that MP7. I'd assume they're going to try and do something very fast with him being the point man here. So they're heading towards B. All 5 players moving to that side of the map. CTs are going to have one player on top there. Into the first flag, on the key. Both teams are getting EPs, full rifles. Let's see how this one unfolds. Obviously a must-win situation with Dignitas. They can't allow Envyus to get back into this one. If Dig do lose this round, they reset the money and they have a very difficult time buying into the next.
Deploying flashbang.
So when Pimp going to play aggressively, we saw Envyus doing the same thing from that position in danger beforehand.
Grenade out.
Pushed AZ up meanwhile on top of the B site, so aggressive plays on either side of the map right now.
Throwing flashbang.
Not a whole lot being done by Envyus to try and distill anyone right now on the B site, but A's getting a little bit more aggressive out toward that highway position. Off battle, Pimp not able to land the shot, but did see 2 players because they tried to bait it out with that jump position, so he goes all the way back inside the site. That puts a little bit more pressure on the fact that they left MSL down below in danger, and he gets caught out for it, so it gives the man advantage again, this time to Team Envyus, and it's Apex who gets that kill, leaves him on 20 HP, mind you, but it's a big thing to have the first kill as a T side because this forces the hand of the defense massively.
I would assume now Envyus will go into a full-on set piece with smoke grenades. So you can see Happy once again in that drop-down area, just listening out for the rotations. They got full control of long A. I'd assume the smokes were coming in, and here we go.
Watch Kirby though, he tries to push down and get the flash in from his teammate. It doesn't land on Kyo, and that's so unfortunate because Kiyoshima could just walk in, take the shot comfortably, and now we see the result. They get very, very close onto that A platform. In fact, bomb is going down as we speak. And they've got enough smokes out that I think Dignitas, and not even are they going to get out comfortably, just want to save these weapons, and AZ will at least get happy and then bail as fast as possible, but it's 14 rounds and Envy's got a heck of a bank.
It's so scary when Happy's in that position, right? Even when you know he's there and you know it's something he does, he's so smart at it. He knows when to commit, he knows when the CTs are at, got pressure against him, and he actually finds frags every single time. He picks up one there, and it's just such an important frag. The CTs aren't able to save a weapon. It's just a for them so far. As Dignitas get the famous, a couple of CZs, and 1 M4. Let's see what they can do with this.
I actually said they had a good bank. It wasn't brilliant, but it's more than enough when they've got 14 versus 6. Hazy's got the boost position. They haven't done anything this time in terms of utilities to distill it. He goes for the full jump up though, and that gives Happy a much easier target when he does arrive on the landing. And again, it's going to be first blood for the French side. Kirby will wait out toward the A, or rather the B plateau. Smokes in front of him. He'll just sit with the pistol and hope someone walks into the close quarters range where the headshot is an instant kill for him. And it'll be MSL back over toward lower mid. And again, this time they're going to look for this split play onto A. 2 players lurking at drop right now. Bit of an interesting play happening from Dignitas. They're going to push 3 players down B main right now. They're already pushing into the tunnels. This is rather unorthodox. They can hear them right now at drop. They know they're not going to go B, so this should call it it's going to be an A push. They've got to be quick, though, because now they've lost their teammate. If they want to go, they've got to catch them right now, and that's already pretty much an unformidable task. It's going to be 15 rounds at this point. There's no way they can claw back in.
It's a nice idea for them to push like that, but now it's just in a horrible situation. They haven't got a single kit. They've got 3 rifles up. The bomb's about to go down, and they've got to retake the bombs having the worst possible place ever. You can see Apex has got this middle area locked down. Pimp's going to be top there. I'm not really sure the approach is from the CTs. Kiabi's going all the way to T-spawn. So it looks like they will be going on the retake. Obviously, the bomb only just going down, so they can do something with this. Looks like they may just be going for the full save here. I thought they may just be trying to run down middle and try and make something happen with no kits and a very small amount of guns to play with. I'm sure they just want to try and get some damage down to the T's, but at this point it's just going to be trivial for Envyus. Even though they do get some kills down, they're going to have a full buy next round. Envyus will be on the hunt here. They know if they can get the kills there, the Team Dignitas economy will be absolutely shattered.
Yeah. This will pretty much put it. I mean, it was going to be a tough order no matter how you sliced it. With the scoreline we saw in the first half, and before that, I mean, just on paper, this game is fairly convincingly Envyus is to win, rather theirs to lose,
well, yeah,
I should say. But when it's this far away in match point, I mean, this is pretty much done now.
The way they've been playing right now.
And I think it was Thorn who said, I don't know how you would let this go to Cobblestone. I know Dignitas...
I couldn't believe it.
Dignitas do have a history on this map, but you're going against arguably the best Cobblestone team in the world, and a best of one in a major.
When you haven't had any preparation for this sort of
That's true.
It's all like you probably have
go to your familiar foes as well.
Yeah, exactly. You can't base it all around what the other team are good at. You have to play what you've practiced and what you feel confident on, especially when you've got a new member. He hasn't really been too practiced in this lineup. Here we go then. Round number 22. More of a fast approach towards middle here from Envyus. Apex leading the charge here. Such a deadly point, man. Gonna see MSL just through the smoke there. Not going to be able to react just yet. This next frag's been very important indeed.
Oh, that flash catches Kirby. He was in a great position, so luckily AZ's down below to catch off Kiyoshima, because that could have gotten quite awkward between the two on that plateau position. But Apex will come back into MSL, and again, despite wherever the first kill goes, it always seems that the advantage either gets nullified or taken completely back by Envyus, and the trade kill gives them a lot of space. Now they're going to work onto this A site as well, and there it is. Now they have the advantage. AZ's gone on the quick rotation. He's down from the connection point. Last man's left on the back of the site. They've already spotted him up. They'll try and rotate through balcony, and I didn't quite see. There is a Molotov you can place at the vent. You don't even need to break the vent out, and it expands all the way to the wall to prevent the rotation. I didn't quite see if that landed or not. Either way, they know where the last players are. Good kill by Kirby, but it's a 1-on-3, and it's looking like Envyus. Surprise, surprise, none at all. They'll move into the upper bracket tomorrow.